Welcome, welcome to Artful Thursday. You can see I'm getting right into it. I just pulled everything out and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this done. I wasn't going to do it and I'm like, no, I made a commitment and it's important for me to keep that commitment. And I had a couple of ideas and I'm going to do something a little different this week. I'm going to do something a little brighter. I just felt like it. So I've got different elements. These are the 2 pages I'm going to work on. I've talked about these books before. They're the Scout Guide, and it's like different cities in the U.S. This company goes and visits, I guess, and it's just like an advertisement for these different cities, kind of like a tourist guide, and they're just full of amazing, beautiful colors and prints. And I saw these 2 pages and I was like, oh yeah, that makes me happy. I want to do something with those. So I have an idea. It's not formulated. I'm just telling you right now. But I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 pages out. I don't know if I need both of them, but I'm going to grab these because these paper chains are just too much. I mean, look at these pictures. They're incredible. And the other thing I really like about these magazines, I know I've said it before, is that I'm not doing a very good job with that razor knife, glory, is they are very thick. So they're actually really great to use for a base for a flip journal because they're cotton and, I don't know if they're cotton, but maybe they are. They're just nice paper. So what my thought is, I'm going to do a couple flowers. I want to rip these up in strips and kind of put those across the page. Let's do one thing at a time. I think that's the best thing for me. When I have an idea and I don't really have it completely formulated yet, get my little glue book over here on this side and make myself some room. We went out to a diner for brunch the other day, some friends and I, and they had these paper. They're not shiny, they're just like paper advertisement. And I took it. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. Thinking to myself, I'm going to bring that home and that's going to be for my glue stick. Isn't that awful? But it's this marine type thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to use that for. I did read through it a little bit. So I've got a little bit of coffee here, which I probably shouldn't be drinking at this hour, but I am. And I would like to start by ripping this up. Let's go ahead and just to see how far down. I'm good with tearing, getting a little tear on the bottom there. So that's what we'll do there. How is everyone doing? We got a little snowstorm in Baltimore, about 4 inches, but it's already almost gone. That's the thing about snowstorms this time of year, is that they're here and then they're gone. So it's pretty good. Well, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and tear them. And then I can cover up the kids with my images. How about that? That one we can leave out, that precious little one. I don't even know if I need all this, but I figured let's go ahead and have enough. I just liked those bright colors. I loved the last couple ones I did with the birds, but I'm like, you know what? I need something bright. It's that time of year, you know, when everything is just kind of like gray out. Yeah. So I think we're good. I think we're good with that little pile of scraps. What to do? My thought was to just get these on the pages. So I think we're just going to do it. I think we're just going to do it. Yeah, I don't think the embroidery is going to happen. I wanted to do a little bit of embroidery, just like a little quick little design coming through some of these chains, and I'm just thinking it through with you guys. Oh no, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something else instead. It's just as good. Okay, let me just get these laid on here. Now that I'm kind of glad I tore them up, because now our colors are more fun because we've got them going in different directions. We can kind of mix it up. So we're going to go right across the page with that. All right, let's get some of these down. We're doing one baby step at a time. Honestly, that's as far as I got. I didn't even know that I was going to do that. I was thinking, what can I do with these beautiful pages? And maybe lay a pretty spring flower over the top, a little bit of washi. My idea was to take a little embroidery floss and kind of weave in and out of those little paper chains a little bit, but that's okay. That's a lot of work. I did have this new washi I got, and I thought that might be kind of nice in the background. Let me just take a peek at this. Let's put a piece right here. Actually, what I might do, make it a little bit more interesting, is rip this. And I don't think I need to add any extra glue because gluing all these pieces down on top, yeah, I think I'm good. All right, then let's go with this one. I wanted to show you, I also got these. They're kind of like foil washi, which are pretty darn cool. And just looking here to see if there's something else. We'll put this down and then I'll put something on that straight edge. I think let's just get these down first. So I'm wondering if I want to put some of this down before I start. Let's take a look and see. I don't know, guys. I'm just playing. I'm just kind of making stripes and playing with some colorful, just with color. Just playing with color, you know? That's all. Maybe we'll just kind of do one more of those on here. And we'll do it right here. We'll get all those ends nice and trimmed up soon. So I got this box of stamps at this antique show I went to with my husband a couple weeks ago, and it's chocked full. And I looked and I started seeing all of these Lincoln stamps that were this great purple color, and it got me thinking that I wanted to do something with them on this. So I have this little plan to make, I know this might sound crazy, I want to make a banner across the top of my pages with the stamps. I'm not going to cut them. I'm going to keep them as a stamp, and I like using something for a base. It's just a lot easier. So I could either use a piece of this and glue it, or I could use a marker or some washi tape, huh? But the washi tape is not going to bend too well. Thinking it through with you guys, thinking it through. I think I'm going to use some embroidery floss. I know black seems harsh, but I just feel like I just want that little bit of contrast. I think this calls for my favorite tool in journaling. Wooden clothespins. I love wooden clothespins. Oh, you know what might be a nice idea? Let me take my little trusty pencil and give myself a little sketch for this. So I just wanted to kind of go like that, come down, up, down, and up. Yeah. And while that's drying, I can work on the bottom of the page. I think that looks good. We are playing. You know, it would have been better. Hello, a glue gun. You're all probably saying, why isn't she using a glue gun? because don't ask. Just don't ask. If this doesn't work, I will get out my glue gun. I don't use a glue gun too much in journaling. I don't know, I kind of got away from that, but there are some applications, like this one right here, where that might be a really good idea. But let's see how we do. And then the other thing is, now that I'm saying this, if I just got those stamps glued on, that would help to hold that in place. Yeah, so I was so happy to find these stamps. So my husband is an antique bottle collector, like the real old stuff. And I'm going to put that over and then we'll cut off the little edge there. So he's been doing it since he was a teenager. Started bottle digging in New England. I'm sure that you all have heard of this. And it is just not just an avid hobby for him, but it's a business. He's been doing it for years and years, and he's very good at it, and he's really an expert in his field, and he collects American historical flasks and anything from like the 1800s. So because of that, we are in a whole community of like and we go to bottle shows. So I go with him. It's fun. They're great people. We have a lot of fun. So I get to go and be with fun people and look at amazing antiques. And they always have other things at these sales. So I get to look for ephemera and all kinds of great stuff like that, because you know I love that. And then we always will have a nice dinner somewhere, so we make it fun. But that's where I got my cigar box of stamps. Someone had them on the table and I said, I would love those. I got another whole big slew of stamps at a yard sale, but I think it was a stamp collector, and he glued them and taped them into this book. And even though I have hundreds of them, when you go to take them out, they tear. And I've tried like using a blow dryer to heat it up, and you know, I can get some of them, but this was just so nice because they're all loose. They're easy to use. So I think I will use this one a lot more than the other one. So this is kind of cute, right? A little stamp. What's it called again? Banner. It's another word for it that I'm not thinking of right at this moment. Write in the comments if you know the word I'm thinking about. We're going to put down a couple of flowers. As you guys have probably noticed, I like things at the top of pages. I do this a lot, I think. I just realized it today. I'm like, okay. I like bordering pages. My little Abe Lincoln banner. Oh my gosh, how appropriate. Monday is President's Day. Oh, see, this was all planned. Okay, whatever, Kathy. All right, so I had fussy cut this pretty flower, and I was thinking about doing a little, it's very matchy-matchy, I know. You don't have to say it. I'll take up the whole thing, won't it? I think we need a little, I've also got these beauties. They're like these laser cut flowers I got on Etsy that are just gorgeous. I just could dance these across the page, but I think I need little something else going on here. Trying to figure out what that could be. I'm liking this. Okay, when you don't know what to do next, trim. I like where this is going. I'm waiting for more inspiration to come. Oh, man. Nobody said this had to all be planned out, right? This is our time together to play. And that's how I have to think about it, so I don't get myself stressed out, or that wouldn't be any fun. I'm not cutting off that black dangly yet because I don't know if I'm done with him. It makes me happy. This page makes me very happy. I love it. I love it. I just don't want to cover all these up with book pages or like, why did I do that? So I'm just trying to think of something else that would be a nice backdrop. I just thought of it. I'm grabbing some vellum. Okay, we're getting there. So if we did a little flower on here, this looks like a birthday party to me. Doesn't it? Oh man, it totally, oh wait a minute. Yeah, I just got it. I think that we need something stamped on this vellum. Like a big beautiful butterfly. Maybe even a beetle. I just got some new Versafine Clair inks and I am pretty excited about. Let's see what we have that's interesting. Portobello. Ooh. Try the Portobello here. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. And let's do our little bug. I'll do that in Portobello as well. Yeah, we got to be careful because that takes a little bit to dry. Now we've got something going here. As unruly as vellum can be, it is easy to tear. I have to give it that. I think my issue is that these aren't the right flowers to use because they're too matchy-matchy. I think this is the problem I'm having. Yeah, I just realized that because it's just not interesting at all if everything is the same color. And I had a thought before that involves a little die cutting something, but I think that's okay. What's wrong with that, right? So why don't I go ahead? I might want to put that back there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some of these funky flowers and I am going to stamp them on this tea stained paper. That I would like to do in black. And then I'm going to just quickly die cut them, and I think those would be really cool on there. Yeah, we'll just do some of these because I think this cute, I think. Is it wrong to use stamps and dies in an art journal? I don't know. It could be. Art journal police, give me a call and give me a ticket. I'll let you know. I'm just happy to be showing up, guys, honestly. And thank you for watching, if you're watching this video. I might even do some of those cute sentiments on. There, love you. I like that. And I like the XOXO. So let's do a couple of those. I think I might just put that right down here on this vellum. Yes. Oh, that's cute. I am going to run over and just die cut these, and I shall return. I'm going to bring this back over because this is the fun part. Show you guys. I think the fun part is taking the dyes out of the little... Yeah, see? That's great. Little coffee dyed. I think they're called like funky flowers or something. All right, let's look and see what we're thinking here. Tim Holtz showed this to us on a recent video, and it was so smart. He said when you use your glass mat to ink, he said people don't do it enough. The ink that's on there will keep coming up, so you're not wasting. It's going to keep coming off the glass onto your paper. I love watching him when he does those product things because I learned so much from him. He's so good and knows his products so well. They are his products after all. I've just gotten so many helpful things on there. So we have our beetle. We've got our beautiful butterfly, and we've got these funky flowers. I kind of like them at different levels. Okay, let's get these. I also could stamp them on, but I think it's fun to have them like that. I think that I should just get these two vellum pieces glued on. Let's go ahead and commit to them. This one maybe doesn't need to be as big. Just a little tiny bit of glue. I don't need a lot for this. Let's put him here. I think I like that up a little higher. Now we're going to put him there because it's a perfect place for it. This will also help hold that vellum in place. Yeah, I think maybe they don't all have to be so high. That's what I'm thinking. We may just need to scatter these a little, right? So we've created a very cheerful background and added a few artful elements, and I really think I like this. As I do this, I'm looking at those little stamps and wondering if there's anything that I could do to make those a little more interesting. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just have fun. There we go again, body parts. Oh yeah, I like leaving those out, forgetting about them. Don't I? A nice little plaid dress and an arm. I think we'll put that right on there. Just like that. No one will ever know. Let's cut this. If I want to do anything with these guys is the question. Let's just do this. Let's just tie it in a knot to at least give it a little bit of an edge. I did have a couple of these fun labels, which I was thinking of maybe plopping one right there because it just might be interesting to put something down there. This could actually be a good page for splatter now that I'm looking at it. I haven't really used splatter on any of my pages. Once you know how to use this thing, this is the bomb. Just tap and release. A little something. Now, I think we're going to do splatter. All right, so I keep wondering about this. So I'm like, well, let's just try it and stop wondering. I thought, what if I went around the stamp just to give it a little bit of a border? But I don't know. Like a kind of like a painterly border, but it could be kind of desecrating. Babe, I'm not sure. You see what I'm talking about? I do like that little black border, but it's just... Okay, when you guys see this video, when that white splatter dries, I may go around. I could even do it neater. I just thought that might be fun. So guys, here is our Artful Thursday page. It's kind of like a party. I guess we're celebrating President's Day. And a little bit of spring to come with these nice flowers and butterflies and bugs. But it's colorful, and I just wanted to do something really different today. And I think I've accomplished that. I hope you've liked this video. Let me know. Let me know what you think about these Artful Thursdays. And I hope you guys are working on a little project and just have fun. That's what I'm doing. It's a great time to experiment and just get something down on paper and have a little bit of fun and try some different techniques that you might not normally do. Yeah, how fun is that, right? So thanks for being here. Love you guys. Bye. See you next week.